Hi, good afternoon. Sorry, I apologize about the late start. Technical issues, and it's great when technology works, but sometimes when we're all using new ways of communicating, these things do tend to go a little bit wrong. Can everybody hear me? Can anybody turn on the mics? Can anybody hear me at all? Can everybody see the screen? Hello, can you hear me now? Oh, brilliant. Oh, excellent. That's great. Thanks, Josh. Thanks for letting me know. That's awesome. So I just wanted to thank everyone for registering for the webinar today to keep tips to keep control of your finances during COVID-19. And again, apologies for the technical issues that really gave us the late start today. So really just wanted to kind of cover, and this is a tips on how to keep control. And the one thing I want to emphasize before this starts is it's a mixture of tips and different ways of handling your finances. So some of the points may work for individuals and some may not. So it is kind of, you know, if you look at all the tips I've put together, it is really for you to kind of see which ones suit you and your current status and your current financial status. So really just to move onto the first tip. And the first tip is to rework your budget according to your new reality. You know, these are unprecedented times for everyone. So we've never really had to rework our budgets for anything like this before. So really, this is all new to us, and it's important that if you have a new budget, is to really kind of start again. Make a new budget that will take into account where you are. Do not rely on outdated budgets. Obviously, if you do not have one, you know, please do put one together. The one thing I can point you towards is the lifestyle website. So the lifestyle website has a budget calculator on the website, and I'll cover a little bit more about the lifestyle website a little later on. And the other tip as well, which I find really useful, which I thought would be really handy, is include all family members in the discussion around working a new budget. And really, this will give teenagers and children an idea of the financial stresses that you as a parent or a guardian, whoever you are, give them an idea of the financial stresses you may be dealing with, and really further enhance their understanding on bans like on unessential spending, such as pay-per-view movies and fast food and what have you. Once you have reworked your budget, if possible, try to put money aside, a rainy day fund for emergencies. The next one I would say, which I've put on here as a tip, is to prioritize your debt. It's difficult at the moment to understand because obviously, like I said, we've never had to do anything like this before, is to understand the debts that you have and prioritize them. So it's important to know which debts have, you know, the greater consequences if they aren't paid. So the best piece of advice here would be to visit an organization called stepchange.org, where you have access to a table highlighting what your priority bills are. And it literally is a table. So it would be certain bills like TV licenses or mortgage payments, and it will give you on the table an example of what could happen, the consequences if those aren't paid. So it's important to understand that before you prioritize your debt. Another thing is support from government, banks and lenders. So, we read a lot of news these days. So some of them are obvious, some of them may not be. So you can have a mortgage holiday depending on the lender that you're with. You can have overdraft charges waived. I had a message from my bank recently, Lloyds Bank, that said that I wouldn't receive any overdraft charges in the COVID-19 outbreak period. And there are also other handy tips which are great. So you can negotiate rent payments with your landlords, and really, it is worth speaking to them and finding out, if you can get help from that as well. Another thing definitely worth mentioning, especially when it comes to finances, is really to be really wary of miracle solutions. I know I've been in situations before where, I may have struggled with finances, and, it is easy to kind of look at miracle solutions as being a blessing in disguise, or really whether they are too good to be true. And it is always important to look out for those scams or miracle solutions, if you like. So if you receive anything either by email or by post, it is really important that you actually check out any of those potential solutions. And you can go to the FCA website to understand the company's credentials. You can actually look into, if you Google certain promotions, is to Google them and find out whether they are actually legitimate as well. Something I really want to I think that's worth mentioning is protecting your mental health and physical well-being during the COVID-19 period. And how does that link in with to control your finances? So we all look at shopping and unessential buys as retail therapy. We get that rush of dopamine when we buy something or when we're waiting for it to come through the post. And really maintaining a healthy sleep pattern, a healthy diet, and exercising well will help maintain positive well-being and curb those urges to buy non-essential items online. The other thing I would mention definitely is to stay calm. If any individuals out there are really panicking, are really in a state of stress because of their finances, is really to stay calm. Research shows that our brains are wired to be more reactionary under stress, and this can limit the options we feel are available to us. And if we feel that the options are limited, as soon as, for example, that miracle solution comes along, or a scam, then we feel it's like a blessing in disguise, if you like I said, and we can all be stung by that. So it's always important to stay calm through the COVID-19 period with your finances. If you were to log in to the lifestyle website, so this is the landing screen, and if you look at the top there, there's the at home, at work, and the health section. So the lifestyle website is particularly important if individuals are looking for tips on their health. If you press on the health tab, it will have advice and tips on eating healthy, keeping physically fit, and also tips on how to sleep better as well. The one thing I wanted to really kind of emphasize on through these times, especially when it comes to individuals that are suffering financially, is, there is no shame in asking for help, leaning on those you trust, and also helping others as best you can. We are all in this together. So I think that's really important at this time. If you are seeking support, emotional support, or support through our information and advice line, the counselling service is open 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. and the information service is there 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday to Friday. You can speak to a counsellor to help you with any emotional issues if you're really kind of suffering with stress or anxiety because of your financial situation, or if you're looking for support. You don't have to use our lifestyle website. If you want to speak to somebody, all of our information specialists are trained. Some of them are debt trained as well. Some of them have worked for the Citizens Advice Bureau before, so they can really support you as well from a practical point of view, and really put that arm over that shoulder and point you in the right direction when it comes to your finances as well. Always feel free to contact us. This is the Care First Lifestyle web address. Every individual company or some companies have individual logins and passwords. So please feel free always to either give us a call or go online. Did anyone have any questions at all? If you have any questions, I can jot them down. If you give me your email address as well, I can email you some answers. I can get in contact with our telephone information team for you if you have any questions around financial situations or finances at all. Anyone have any questions at all? Nope, it doesn't appear that there are any questions. If you have any questions, please feel free to email info@care-first.co.uk, where we will be more than happy to answer them. But I hope you find it useful. And if you have any questions, like I said, then please feel free to make contact with us.